Well, not a bad spot to enjoy a nice cold one. Man, it feels so nice to be back out in the water. It's been way too long since my last paddle. It's such a lovely summer's day today. It's pretty warm, probably about, right now it's probably about 30 degrees. I think it's meant to get to about 35. And I think it's a southerly change coming later tonight, which will be nice, but at the moment it's just pretty hot. But yeah, nice blue skies and all the cicadas are out as well, which is cool. Haven't been to this area for the last probably about a year, I think. This place got pretty hammered in the fires at the start of the year, and then with COVID, it's been closed for the last 9 months or so. So it's nice to actually be back out and see how the place has fared after the fires. Like if you look at that side of the river, looks like there was never a fire here, but whereas that side got absolutely hammered. But there is so much regrowth at the moment, which is really great to see. All the grasses and sort of saplings are starting to pop back up. And yeah, there's a lot of epicormic growth or regrowth in the trees, which is really cool. So I'm hoping this place will bounce back yeah, quite nicely. So yeah, just the plan for today, I'm just going to paddle about 8 or 10 k's up the river, trying to find a nice place to set camp for the night and do a bit of fishing. Like I said, the cicadas are back out, which means it's bass season, so very keen to see if we can land ourselves a few bass.
Yeah, I'll start it all over again on the same old train with different tracks or something or other. Oh, coming out of it alone again. Yeah, my heart can't take another war in one form or another. Hey, please come save me, 'cause I'm lost again. But I wanted it, I wanted it. Creeping back into my songs again. Yeah, that same old chick. And get the fuck out of my lyrics now. The waves, water rising above my head, and I can see the air on the other side of all my fears. And hey, please come save me, 'cause I'm lost again. But I wanted it, I wanted it. Oh, won't you save me, bring me back again. But I wanted it, I wanted it.
tailwind is sure making for some nice paddling. Nothing worse than fighting a headwind with a single paddle. And that sun's got a bite to it. And my pasty white legs, my white arms, are going to get roasted this weekend if I don't stay on top of the sunscreen. I'm going to try and spend as much time as I can over summer out on the water. I didn't really get to do that many canoe trips the last summer with the bushfires and all the national parks being closed. I didn't really get out there as much as I'd like to, but I plan to try and do a few trips over summer and try and improve this fishing. With any luck, I'll be a half decent fisherman by the end of it, but I won't hold my breath. So nice in these little coves. It's quite windy out there. These nice little coves, it's real protected. It's just full of birds as well. Birds and cicadas. I am so bloody uncoordinated. It's like the third time I've got it snagged in the last 4 casts. Oh, what is happening? My goodness. Come here. Sweet. That was a nightmare. Just had a fish come just as I was pulling the lure out of the water. I tried to grab it, but unfortunately didn't get him. Damn it. I just saw the biggest fish going at me. There's 2 of them. They were like that big. They might be carp though, to be honest. They didn't really look like bass from what I could tell. Just so you know, I'm using a little cicada lure. Oh. Yeah, given that it's cicada season, bass absolutely love these. Alright, well, no luck here. Which is really annoying because I've seen 3 fish. Those 2 carp, they were really decent size. I don't think they were bass, I'm pretty sure they were carp. But this one here was definitely a bass, so it's a shame I couldn't get him. But I think they're definitely onto me now, and plus it's stinking hot as well. The sun's like high in the sky, so it's probably the worst time of day to be fishing. So I might go for a bit of a paddle, and I might focus on trying to find a nice campsite, and then yeah, you can fish as the sun starts to set. Man, it really is stinking hot, eh? I just had to put some more sunscreen on. Nice to get back out in the breeze. Damn it. You just had 2 good strikes at the lure, but you missed both times. Damn it. Let's see if we can get him again. Might be onto me now though. He just had 2 more goes at the lure, but you just cannot get it. Come on, come on, come on. It's a perfect little spot. There's a nice little rock overhang. I'll spin around so you guys can see it. Yeah, so just behind me. Nice little rocky overhang which is creating a nice little pocket of shade. And there's definitely one fish sitting right in there. He's had 4 strikes at the lure now. He hasn't managed to get it yet. I think he's probably going to be onto me now as well. Especially when I'm talking this much. Looks like there's a pretty awesome cave up there, right up there. Pretty keen to go check it out. Gotta watch out for snakes, especially barefoot. This is a very cool little cave. Could easily sleep a couple of people comfortably. And then look at the view. Not bad at all. Man, look at that rock. It's rainbow. That is so cool. Would that be iron? Any geologists out there? Let me know. That is very cool. Man, I love a good cave. This would have to be up there with probably one of the best caves I've found. It's such a good size and just that view, you cannot beat it. Unfortunately there's no Aboriginal artworks in it, but I'm still pretty glad I came out to check it out. Could easily sleep in this tonight. It's a really good size for one person, but it's still pretty early days, so I might go for a bit more of a paddle and see what else we can find. Man, I'm so dehydrated. I could finish at least 2 litres of water. So I think I might try and go up here for a little bit, hopefully find a good spot to set up camp, at least just pull over, maybe have some lunch and just get out of the sun for a bit because it is stinking hot. So let's see what we can find up here.
We lay on chairs broken with bottles of empty beer. We all sing and we wonder wide open. We're happy to have you here.
Man, it is stinking hot. It'll be at least 35 degrees now. I'm very dehydrated, so I need to get a bit more water into me. It'd be nice just to seek some shade, but there's not a whole lot of shade with the leaves of the canopy gone. This area got pretty hammered by the looks of it. There's still a fair bit of regrowth, which is good, but yeah, not much of a canopy. Yeah, it's such a beautiful spot. I'd like to kind of camp around here if I could. But I'm just going to have a bit of a bite to eat and I'll go for a bit more of a paddle.
And thinking of times when we're older, we're happy to start fresh thoughts. Wailing it off my shoulder, and it's clear enough in my mind. Slow go, it'll take forever. We can wait just one more. 'Cause bad times don't fly. So take it.
Alright, so I'm thinking just on this point here might be a pretty suitable site to set up camp, so let's go check it out. Alright, well I think this is a pretty good spot. It's relatively flat. I've actually got my hammock with me this trip, so I should be able to string it up between these two trees. If I just check above me for any widow makers, this is actually a turpentine which don't really drop any of their limbs, but also its canopy is really healthy. This doesn't really look like it got affected by the fires at all, which is good. And this eucalypt here looks quite healthy to me. Still a lot of leaves on its canopy, and there's not really any dead branches up there that I can see, so I think I should be able to sleep underneath these tonight and not worry too much. Well, I'm actually pretty happy with tonight's camp. This is a really beautiful spot. I really like all the rocky ridges around me. I think as the sun gets a bit lower, that's going to light up beautifully. Yeah, I think I did pretty well with tonight. But it's about 5:15 and it's still stinking hot, eh? Very dehydrated as well, so I'm going to get my bag out of the canoe, get the hammock set up, and then just sit down and take a bit of a breather and try and get some water into me and rehydrate. And then we'll get back on the canoe and hopefully can get a bass before dinner. Well, it's time for one of these bad boys. Well, not a bad spot to enjoy a nice cold one. It's pretty rare that I get to have cold beers, but having the luxury of a canoe means I can bring in a little esky with some ice bricks, and they get out that much better when they're colder compared to at the back of a backpack after a long day's hike. And it's such a beautiful spot as well. So glad that the sun has finally dipped behind that ridge. And today was a stinker. It was really hot. So I think it's about time I probably get out in the canoe and go for a bit of a fish. I just saw a few sort of splash the surface before, so with any luck I might be able to get one. Well, it wasn't having any luck with that cicada lure, so I've just changed it to one of these little diving minnows, and we'll see how that goes. Yes! Oh, come on. You beauty. I think it's a decent sized one. How good's that? First cast with this lure as well. Don't tell me. You're joking. I don't know how that lure came out of his mouth. You've got to be kidding me. Oh. I was trying to not rush it this time. I noticed when I tend to get fish in the past, I tend to like rush it and get in the boat and it's all a bit of a mess. So I tried to this time just take my time and let the fish kind of tire itself out, but somehow just yeah, spat the lure out. Bloody hell, can't believe that. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, I'm spewing. I think that was a good size one as well. Oh. Just goes to show, slow and steady doesn't always win the race. Well, the sun's just setting now. It's probably about 15 minutes until it starts to get a bit dark, so might make my way back to camp. We'll sort of a bit of a fish on the way back, but yeah, it's probably time we head on back. Still absolutely kicking myself about that fish. Oh, I had him and somehow I let him go. The one that got away. Alright, well, dinner time. Now, it's pretty late. It's about 8:30. I kind of wish I cooked dinner before I went out in the canoe at about sort of 6 o'clock, but I was so hot and dehydrated at that stage, I just was not hungry. But in hindsight, I kind of wish I did it then because it's pitch black right now, and like I said, it's getting pretty late. I'm pretty keen to go to bed soon. And I'm not going to have a fire tonight because once again, it's late. There's no real point, and it was stinking hot today. I didn't really think I was going to want one tonight. But it's actually cooled down significantly right now. We had the solar change come through before, and yeah, it's dropped at least 10 degrees. So I probably could have easily had a nice little fire, and kind of wish I did, but time just got away from me. And yeah, here we are sitting in the dark cooking dinner. So what I'm having tonight is just halloumi tacos, which are really nice. Would have been nice to have fish tacos, but we all know how that went today, so let's not remind myself. So yeah, we'll just use my Trangia just to cook up some halloumi and just make a nice simple taco. So yeah, let's get that on. Alright, so for the tacos tonight, I've got just some tacos, some halloumi cheese, some avocado, a red onion, some corn, kiwi fruit to sort of make like a little kiwi salsa, some lime, olive oil, and this is like a lime and herb dressing. So never had this before with it. Usually make my own lime, sort of creamy lime dressing, but I figured I'll give this one a go. Yeah, so first up is we'll get the halloumi on the Trangia. I'll just keep this halloumi wrapped up in this beeswax wrap, which is a nice sort of alternative to Glad wrap. Keeps things nice and fresh. Now once again, for my overseas folks, this is halloumi cheese. I always get asked what this is, and yeah, halloumi, so tasty. It's hands down my favourite cheese. You guys have probably realised that by now. I eat it a hell of a lot. Oh, ouch. Hot oil. Man, that halloumi is looking so damn good. Just a few more moments on the fire and then we'll take it off. Yep, that's done. Alright, so first up we'll put some avocado. I want to give a big shout out to Harry from Fire to Fork. I've been watching a lot of his videos the last week, even got the missus onto him, she loves them. So if you guys haven't seen Fire to Fork, definitely check Harry out on YouTube. Really cool bloke from WA and just makes some incredible food over the fire. So if you're into your bush cooking, definitely worth checking him out. And chuck some onion on. And there are so many bugs out here tonight. Having the camera light on, just yeah, absolutely swarming me. So I've just got a dry coleslaw mix here. Just add some of that on. Probably don't really need the corn, but I bought it, so I may as well add it. It's not really a whole lot of room to be adding it. It's more for decoration, to be honest. And then last but not least, some lime. Oh, actually, sorry, lastly, just a creamy lime dressing. Man, this looks so good. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. Oh. Yeah. This is a winner. Hell yeah. That is so damn good. Such a quick and simple meal as well. That took no effort at all. It's basically just heating up some halloumi and dicing a few little vegetables. So good. This will definitely be one for the regular, especially during summer. This is a really nice summer meal, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get a fish and have fish tacos instead. So we'll aim for next trip for that one. Man, that kiwi fruit's really nice. You would never think to put kiwi fruit in tacos, but it actually goes pretty well with it. Well, I'm going to make an absolute mess of myself, so let's wrap it up here for now, and I'll see you guys nice and early tomorrow morning. bad way to start the day. Third cast as well. Right, I reckon we should jump in the canoe and go out there. Looks really nice out in the water. Man, it's so nice out in the water this morning. It's probably about 7 o'clock. I got up pretty early. Got up about 5 o'clock. There's just barely a breath of wind. So glad it's cloudy as well. It's significantly colder than yesterday. It's probably about sort of the low 20s, around 20 degrees or so, which is really nice. Such a beautiful morning. That's a nice little size. Beautiful little fish. And that was just from trawling. As I was paddling over to another spot, I just had it out trawling. Went past one of these trees in the water and got fish on, so pretty happy with that little one. I thought I had the camera rolling, but apparently I didn't, so you guys didn't really get to see me reeling it in, but so pretty stoked with that one. Although he got me a few good times with his spikes, so got a bit of plot on me. Yes. Fish on. Fish on. Come here, buddy. Oh, that's a nice little size. Oh. You gotta be joking me. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. That was probably the best sized fish I've caught all trip. He kept stabbing me with his barbs on the side, so I tried to move my hand down just to get a better grip, and he just jumped straight up. Oh, rookie mistake. This is where it'd be pretty handy probably to have a little landing net, just so that way I can sort of keep him in the water, keep him in the net and stops him from getting away. That was a good sized fish too. I'm spewing about that one. Yes. Alright, fish on again. Oh, this has a good size. That's a really nice size. There's a beautiful looking fish. That's a good eating fish, but I don't really feel like fish for breakfast, so we'll let him go. I'm very stoked with that one. Well, that makes up for the one that got away. It's been a pretty successful morning compared to yesterday. definitely prefer this little lure over what I was using yesterday. Just having a lot better success rate when they do strike it. Oh, I'm so stoked with that. That was good. That was a good looking fish. Currawong's really cool. I love currawongs. They have the nicest call, especially when you're in like a valley. They just echo throughout the valley. It's such a beautiful sound. It's always at sort of dusk and dawn as well. Really beautiful bird. Man, it's so beautiful up this section of the river. Even though the trees got pretty hammered up here, it's really cool what's seeing them with all the regrowth. You like these little fuzzy limbs sticking out. And that combined with all the rock makes like a really picturesque picture. I'm so glad that it's not sunny today. It's really nice seeing this place in overcast weather. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, there's some quicksand right there. I did not expect that. Oh man, this leg is soaked. I was not expecting that at all. As you can see, this bank here drops off quite deeply, and you just put your foot in and it just sinks. Man, it got me good. I've just come in here, pulled up the canoe on the bank here. I'm just going to have a little look around this area. How cool is that? It's a round rock. You don't often see like round rocks like this. It's pretty cool. It's like a little shot put. Alright, well it's about 9:15. I've actually had a pretty productive morning this morning. I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I might make my way back to camp and get myself some brekkie. Now if you're after good quality canvas ground sheet or tarp, check out Remote Projects. They're based out of Byron Bay and they make some really nice canvas goods. Well, it's about 10 o'clock, so a little bit of a late breakfast. But yeah, it was so nice being out in the water this morning. Really beautiful morning. Even though it's overcast, it's actually really nice being overcast because this time yesterday it was stinking hot, so it was really nice, and there was barely any wind this morning. So it was really good to be out there. Very stoked I managed to land a couple of bass, especially that last one. That was a really good one. I just wish I caught that yesterday because I would have liked to have finally do a catch and cook and yeah, make the fish tacos last night. That would have been good, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way. Really surprised how early I got up. I would have been awake by at least 5 o'clock, so it's just nice when you're sleeping out amongst the elements, like just in the hammock, and you just wake up with the natural rhythm of nature. Like well, obviously slept in the tent last time up in the snowies, and that was good, but it really does separate you from the natural world. I find I really enjoy sleeping out in the hammock or just on the ground sheet, and just waking up when the sun comes up, when the birds start singing. As I find in the tent you kind of get a bit separated from that. Yeah, I really do enjoy just sort of wild camping out amongst the elements. Kind of get back into that natural rhythm of things. But last night was actually a really nice night. When I was just laying in the hammock, there was not a cloud in the sky, and the whole sky was just filled with stars. It was a really beautiful night, and there's a little moon out, and it's kind of just lighting up the ridges, and just laying over watching the light shimmering on the lake. It was such a beautiful night. It was really good. Obviously didn't put a tarp up. There was some lightning in the distance, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and the clouds had come over, so I was kind of thinking maybe it might rain, but luckily it didn't. And yeah, it's just nice sort of just sleeping out just in the hammock and just looking up at the stars. There's no better way to camp, is there? So it was really nice. Alright, well I might finish off on brekkie, and yeah, I'll get back to you guys in a bit.
It's 20 or 12, stuck in bed, sunny outside, but the rain goes. Time's getting shorter. Smile away and I'm out, helpless door. Oh my. Keep on yelling, you're gonna start a war. Oh, and others, they don't know that ain't fighting.
Alright, well not really having much luck, so I think I might call it quits for now. It's about 3 o'clock, so got to try and hightail it back to my car. So yeah, just want to say a big thanks for all you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's been a really nice time to be back out in the water, and then yeah, pretty happy with my catch this morning, so it's been a pretty successful trip. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hooroo.